Alright, we're going to take a break from the obvious. A lot of what you see me do is Fortnite stuff. Somebody wanted me to post a video on streaming to help people learn how to stream. So I'm going to post a couple of videos on how to stream on a computer, how to stream on a PS4, and the different programs for streaming. So if you're running off a laptop and you're running off a gaming laptop like I do most of the time, I have a program on here called GeForce. And GeForce will allow you to broadcast to Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. To pull it up, all you have to do is hit Alt-Z while you're inside a game, and it brings up this little program. This is your gallery of all the pictures you've taken. As you can see, I'm recording right now. You can put on instant replays. If you go into broadcast live, it will give you where you want to go and how you want to broadcast. It will give you, I'll probably say I can't do it, yeah, because I gotta stop recording. It'll give you a Twitch post. It will give you a YouTube and a Facebook. This right here is screenshots. You click it, it takes one. This one is photo mode, so you can take pictures with it. And this is the game filter to change your game filter, and they give you the buttons. Alt F1, Alt F2, Alt F3. This is your microphone. I always set mine for always on. But you can go in your microphone settings, and this is the source for the microphone that I'm using right now. And this allows you to adjust your volumes up and down. Camera, you can turn it off. And this right here is your settings button. Your settings button will allow you to do all your connections. You go into connect, and you can log into Facebook. This will be for YouTube on Google. I'm not so sure what that one is. This one is the GeForce system. This one's Twitch. Oh, that's just Google in general, because right down here is your YouTube. And this is some Chinese website that I didn't know what it is. But as you see, it has me logged into all of them, so I can switch back and forth. You can log out of them at any time, but I stay logged into them. This is your hub. This is your view. This is what you're going to see. So right now I'm on camera. If I want to turn camera off, I click this button. If I want my camera back on, I just click where on the screen I want it. And as you can see, my picture's moving around the screen. I can pick the size I want. This is your status indicator. This tells you when you're going live. It keeps the little green button down here. As you can see where my mouse is moving to, this little green button stays on. That lets me know that I'm recording or I'm live. This is the frames per second counter. Now, if your internet's strong enough, you don't need to worry about that. I keep that off. To be able to upload to Twitch, you need at least to be running 2 megabytes at minimum upload, and you need to at least have 1 megabyte download. If you're under 2, you really can't run Twitch too well, but you can use the Twitch apps and change it down. Well, you can even change it in here, and I'll talk about how you change your frames per second down for a weak internet connection. This right here is your viewers. This is it comes up with a number down in this corner every time that I have a viewer. It tells me how many people are connected to me. And this is for comments. When people do comments, when I'm running this program, it will actually come up on my screen. Now, I run multi-programs, so I mean, I might be running this for, sometimes I'm living on Facebook and Twitch at the same time. So I'll run this on, say, Facebook, and then I'll run another program on Twitch. like the Twitch program. That was your hub layout. This is your shortcut keys telling you what you can hit on the computer to make you come. You can change them if you want. You just click on them and click what you want them changed to. Restore them if you need to. Recordings, it tells you what folder it goes to. This is your temporary file, this is your video. So this will go to my video section. Broadcast live is where you find all your Twitch. Once you're logged into Twitch, you have to make sure this is on. I broadcast at medium. I run 720 and 30. Now I can actually run this at 60. But if you're under 2 megabytes, you want to run it at 30. I just keep 30 because it catches up pretty quick. These overlays, the reason why Fortnite's running, these overlays can only be done while a game is running. Well, that's the YouTube symbol, but Twitch is the same way. I have it on custom. I have it on 30. I got it on 480. It can go up to 1080p. It just runs quicker when I lower the settings, even though my settings are high enough to do. And then you got Facebook. Facebook, you always got to keep low, 360. These are your highlights, and you always keep your highlights on. Sometimes when it starts up, it'll say it can't do record. It can't do every time you kill somebody or they kill you, you get the eliminations. It shows you the eliminations. Every time you win, it saves it. It saves the big things in the game. You get a trophy in the game, it saves it. It's the big things in the game that you want to put up on YouTube. So what you do is you keep this on. Now sometimes when you're running live, it won't allow this to be on, so you have to turn this off to run live. But when you keep this on, when you get done with the game, over here it will say highlights. And when you click on it, you can go through and see what the videos are, and you can save all the clips. And then you can compile together and make your own video. Upload on YouTube. I do that sometimes when I gotta do like SMG kills in Fortnite. I'll just go, it'll say within 10 meters. So I'll go and I'll do the 3 SMG kills, and I will save the highlights and just put a video together of highlights, just to show people how close you gotta be together, because I mean, everybody knows that you gotta shoot with an SMG, they just don't know how close 10 meters is. This is your game filter mode. This is what enhances your stuff. As long as you keep it on, you're good. Of course, like I said before, audio. Video capture. This is how long you want the video to run for. And all the information, the resolution. I'm running on 4K when I do these. I'm running at 60. I'm running quick with them. But this tells you your instant replay length can be only 5 minutes. This is on video capture. So all my stuff runs high definition on capture. And these are your notifications. These are what you want. You want it popping up telling you when you get a highlight when it saves it. That's what it normally does up here. And it just goes through random stuff like that. Do you want to know when messages pop up? Like when you're live. Pretty much, once you get that set up and ready to go, you just click on broadcast. You go down to which one you want. Facebook will allow you to run to a room if you're in a group, or if you got your own gaming page. I can't click on it and show you guys because it's going to end this video because I'm using it to record it right now. But if you use Twitch, it will just tell you what you want to put in. You know, what's your title going to be for it, and it will update your Twitch account. as soon as you start up. As soon as this runs live, Twitch will run live. And when you're doing YouTube, it just says general public, private, friends only, just like every YouTube video you put up, and then it asks you what you want the title to do. Once you have it going, all you have to do is click the X and you're right back in the game. Now this camera will run non-stop for me, so while I'm doing this video it's running, but this image will pop on every time I start up a game, because every time it saves a highlight, it saves me and what I did while the highlight went on. So that's it. That's how to run GeForce to live.